Hey all, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Julie and I mostly make videos surrounding topics such as music, makeup, as well as mental health. We are off and away for a quick little exposure vlog. Today it is Easter where I live, and my family and I don't really celebrate Easter too much ever since my grandmother passed away. She passed away April 1st, 2013. So we're just going to the cemetery to visit her. It's so bright. And mentally, I'm probably not having the best day today. I mean, I did get to see Dave. I did film a video earlier of this makeup and venting about other-ish, but it's just a lot of emotions, and I don't like holidays in general, but especially Easter, so I just like to show it to inspire other people, like, get out there and do it if you're okay. You know, you can't push yourself too hard, but where you can push, if you're ready and if you have the support, I encourage you to do it. It's really important. I mean, so the cemetery is only maybe like 10 minutes away from our house. It's not too far, and we only stay for a few minutes. And it's interesting because I think everyone in this car probably has different views on religion, but it's okay. At least we can express them and talk about it. I'm personally more of a spiritual person, so I believe in energy, vibes, nature, those sort of things, and can feel and sense certain things, and my intuition is usually not wrong. And yes, there's a difference between my anxiety and actual intuition and things that I sense. It's very interesting, and other people have the same experiences, so I just try to be respectful of everyone's differences. And I think that, you know, anything that you do to grieve a loss that's positive, anything positive that you do is really honoring that person and honoring yourself, and I think it's important to practice those things when you feel up for it. But anyway, I'm just nervous and feeling emotion, so I was just talking nonstop for 2 minutes. I'll check in with y'all when I get there. Peace. Hey cuties, come along for the ride. Here we go, walking. I already stalled us in the car. I saw one person. They're all the way over there, and I was like, I don't want to get out of the car. My dad's like, they're over there. But that's how it is with agoraphobia and social anxiety when you don't ever go out or leave your house. So if you can leave your house, if you can wear a mask, please go out and do that. It's very important. I don't want anyone to end up like me, because it's hard just being outside. I just have like very weird thoughts of like something bad will happen, and it probably won't, but I'll check in soon. Hey all, you probably can't see me all that great. I am currently sitting on my grandmother's grave. I asked my dad if it was okay if I sat on it. He's like, yes, it's a grave. You're not going to break it. But we were just all standing acknowledging that her grave is in a good condition, and it's a really nice day outside today. A little windy. I don't really like windy weather. But it was funny because there's some like goose poop on the ground, and my mom was like, yeah, grandma wouldn't have even minded, because my grandmother really loved animals. She had really tall weeds in her yard and didn't care, like was super into just like nature and animals, and she was a cat lady. She had a ton of cats, would take in every stray cat on the street. And yeah, I think just reflecting on good things about her is important. And I think my biggest takeaway from my grandmother is she was a talkative person. Like, she would talk nonstop. My dad, if she called my dad, he would be like, I need to carve out an hour of my day because she needs to talk to me. So he would have to plan when he was going to call her back. And not in an annoyed way, but in a way so that the phone call could be productive for her and she could have that space. Like, I don't think it was a thing like people thought that she was a lonely old woman. I think she just had so much to share, and she loved to enrich others' lives with her experience. Some of the things on her grave are cats, since she loved cats. There's also some library related things. Sorry, there's something on my phone. So she worked for a public library for a really long time. She really loved books and reading. I recently renewed my library card for work, even though that's more like mental health books that I'm looking into, but I do want to honor her in that way too, because I think libraries are great. And it's so interesting now that I'm thinking about this, but the other day I called the library and told them I had a book that I had on hold, and they were like, yeah, you can come get it whenever you want, and we have curbside pickup. And I didn't mention a thing about any of my disabilities, nothing. And they're like, oh, and if someone's working, they can bring it out to you. Like, you can just call and let us know ahead of time. You don't have to come in if you're uncomfortable. And the woman on the phone made my whole day. She put me at so much ease because she was so kind on the phone. And I don't know if that's just a library thing, but it was like my grandmother's spirit was there. Like, I just felt it by the kindness of that person on the phone, because that was my grandmother. Like, she was so welcoming and so kind. Yeah, she was a lot. She was an intense person, just like myself, but she taught me it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to have a ton of cats, and, you know, it's okay to own who you are and not be afraid to truly be yourself. And I think that's the most important lesson that she taught me. And when I was standing here, I wasn't really processing any of this or grief. I've been thinking about grief a lot because I have clients who have grief, and I always said, oh, I don't know how to handle that. I only ever lost my grandmother, and I handled that just fine. And I feel like I did. I handled it well. Like I said, she passed 8 years ago, but it still hurts sometimes. That's just how grief is. It doesn't mean you haven't healed. Sometimes reminders come up and it hurts, and you know what? That's okay. It's okay to cry at a cemetery and miss someone. It's okay to be hurt. But my family and I did the right thing today by coming here, even though it was hard. And we try to do this at least every year on Easter if we can. So I just wanted to include you in my journey here with me today. I love you all so much. I'll check in with you when I get home, but keep pushing, keep fighting, because you're so brave, you're so capable, just like my grandmother was. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm here to film my outro. Sorry if this quality isn't so great. I can only film on my front camera, which I think I say in every vlog. So annoying. Anyway, I wanted to check in about if I used any coping skills. Really, no. Honestly, no. Just opposite of the action. Feeling like, nah, I don't want to go. It's going to make me anxious being in the car, blah. No, do it anyway. I'm really good, and I said this in my other video that will be out prior to this. I'm really good at the opposite action skill. Luckily, that helps me to get through, but it also feels invalidating because people just see me functioning and doing things, and they're like, oh, they're better. Oh, it seems like you're doing so much better. I'm still hurting inside the same. It didn't change anything in here. My heart, my soul, my spirit, it all hurts so bad, and I don't know how else to properly explain it. Emotions I have right now, definitely anxiety. I'd say my anxiety is like a 6.5. Just checking in about it was 6.5. Another coping skill I am supposed to do, according to my dietitian, is put my hand on my heart. I'm not really good at body work because of some trauma stuff, but my heart's not beating super fast. I don't always get physical symptoms when I'm anxious either, though. Sometimes it's just all going around in my head. Beyond that, I just feel really sore, and I get sore in general from mental health stuff, but I tried to work out yesterday. I went really light, and it didn't go so well. But I guess I'm going to sit here and ramble because I'm getting really tired. I do feel sad. I'd say my sadness is probably a 5 or 6 as well. And I definitely have some guilt and shame for all the emotions I have, even though this is completely normal, but I still recognize I experience things differently than everyone else and feel like an alien. So guilt and shame is going to be a good 6.5. Like, now I can feel that in my chest. Now my chest feels tight, not even from anxiety, from guilt. I can recognize that emotional experience is happening within me. And yeah, this is my vlog. This was what it's like for me to go out and grieve. And I hope this was helpful to someone to see what it's really like and to push you to get out there if you can. And please leave a comment if you have any feedback for me or want to let me know about what coping skills you use, or if you relate to something and you'd love to share. I love when people share. I think it's great. I don't care that someone writes a whole rant about something they haven't told anyone. At least you put it in a place. At least you were brave and you came forward and you processed enough to write out how you feel. I think that's brave, and I think that's awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. You can follow my socials down below. My Insta is Julia_counseling. My Twitter is Jules Counseling with no underscore. And my Facebook page will be linked down below in the description as well. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye, all.